starting of January, I'm already on the struggling situation because my brother was sick and I shared it with the team. So he was hospitalized. So I need to go back to Philippines and visited him. And after end of January, my brother passed away. Okay, so that is the struggle. And my brother is the one who is taking care of my mom, who is also not well. So the struggle is there. You know, it's so difficult. The situation is so difficult. Then I said, Lord, how will I make it? Okay, so my examination is so near. So I have only like a few months, but I cannot concentrate because of the situations that I encountered in the family. Okay, so brother passed away. I need to go back again. So 3 times I went to Philippines for this year. So January, then February, and then April for my examination. Then on 2 weeks of my examination, what happened is I've got severe back pain. And I am going for my leave already. But before my leave, I've got severe back pain. I said, how can I study? How can I join my review, my trending topic? I cannot even get up from my bed because I have really severe back pain. I cannot walk. I am like, I don't know what happened to me. But I think these are all the signs of, stress.
Welcome to iPass Online Review and Mentoring Academy. My name is John and I'll be your host for tonight. Here at Hope Talk, we invite successful iPass Online Review candidates in the NCLEX to share their wonderful stories and learnings from their journey in achieving the goals of becoming registered nurses in the USA, Canada, and Australia. Today, she is here to share her journey with us, the highs and lows, and the invaluable lessons learned along the way. And with that, I would like to introduce to you our newest NGN passer, Miss Flor Delisa Ulet, USRN. Good evening
Um,
po, Ma'am Flor Delisa. Saan po tayo located ngayon?
Good afternoon po sa kanila. Good evening to the Philippines. Good morning. Saan man kayo, wherever you are. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I'm here po right now in UAE, in Dubai.
Ah,
I'm currently sitting in my office. First of all, I am so happy. I'm really, really happy. And I'm so thankful to God because of this opportunity, this wonderful opportunity that, IPAS has given. And even for all those past people that I watched, doing the Hope Talk, I didn't
wow.
even imagine that I'll be here in front of you also. Thank you, Sir Jan, for reaching me out. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, iPass.
It's our pleasure po, Ma'am Flor Delisa, to have you as our guest for this Hope Talk. Definitely will be able to inspire and motivate a lot of students from IPAS. Miss Flor Delisa, we would like to know you better. Could you give us po your educational background leading up to your NCLEX preparation?
So, as you all know, my name is Flordelisa. I didn't change my name even during the IPAS review. That's my full name, Flordelisa Andres Ulep. Ulep is the married name. Andres is my single name. I studied in nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, definitely. Year, do I need to reveal it? So, I'm very old if I reveal this one, no? But it's okay. So, I graduated 1991 in Dr. Carlos Lanting College. Actually, I am one of the pioneer of that school when we opened up. And during that time also, we experienced the strongest earthquake. That was, I think, 1990 something like. So, but that is the strongest earthquake. And we were there in our building, and that time our building is still skeleton. So, the wave is so strong. I had also my Master of Science in Nursing during, I think, 1993, and I passed it. And during the board exam of my nursing, I also took actually the midwifery examination. That is only by, because I don't have anything to do after examination of nursing. Then I said, okay, let me just take it also. So I passed it also. So basically, I didn't register that one, that midwifery, but now I get the opportunity to, to have it, to add it in my degree. Okay, so I'm working also for that one. And I didn't expect it also. Actually, I really don't expect na I will take this NCLEX. Never. I didn't even think of it. and I said, because I don't want to say that I am, at the, with AIDS, okay, AIDS is only a number, as everyone
That's
says.
true.
AIDS is only just a number. I have seen those who testify during the Hope Talk, she's 63 years old, Ate, I forgot her name, Ate Gemma. So I was also that one. So it's really very encouraging, actually, listening to the Hope Talk. So after graduation, I worked immediately. Right after, that was 1991, right after I graduated and took my board exam, somebody already hired me to work in a lying-in clinic. That was 1991 to 1993. Then after that one of my best friend, my college friend, so he approached me and worked as a clinical instructor in St. Jude and Blanding College. So that is also for another 3 years. Basically, I work in many areas already. So I work in that one, and then I work in the government hospital, East Avenue Medical Center, from 1998 to 2006. Until 2006, my husband told me to visit here in UAE. So I visited in UAE only because I have a good work in East Avenue with good position also. I'm already, nurse too in that government hospital. I've been working in all departments. I work in, hi to all. Before I continue, can I shout out to all my
Yes, please go
yeah.
ahead.
So to Sisiu and friends, hi MedSurge, hi Peter, Yuki. Before I forget, the names of these people. To Yuki, to Pachuchay, Chai Chai, hi po, and to all Deo, Ma'am Deo. I'm still waiting for Ma'am Deo. Hi Yuki. Yeah, so all the CC, all the cycle 10.2 and cycle 11, cycle 12, cycle 13. So hi to all. Yeah, so yes. So I work in government in all many areas already, pediatric ICU, med-surg, operating theater, labor and delivery. So all these are during my young age, okay? So after that one, when I came here in UAE, my husband told me to stay only for 1 month. Then I prayed. And for me, I always pray before doing anything. So I prayed to God and I asked God if He's willing na I can work here in UAE. So I gave my time frame actually to God. So I said for my 1 week, that was April 2006. So first week of April, I said, I will enjoy my first week. Okay, I will enjoy it because UAE is this is my first country that I visited. So I enjoyed my first week. Then I said, my second week, I am going to send my CV. So second week and third week, I am expecting for a call. And on fourth week, I should get a job. So as a visit visa, I did all this one and I really lay down this one to God. After that one, I'm expecting that on my third week, I will get a job. I will get an interview, but I didn't get. I didn't get an interview. Then I said, okay, I think this is UAE is not for me. So I need to go back to Philippines then. Anyway, I have a job. Then when we are sleeping now, me and my husband, we're going to bed now at 8 o'clock here in UAE time. I receive a call. I receive a second call, and then I receive a third call. So three
Wow.
calls came, and these three calls actually, they all both asked me for the interview for the following day because already 8 p.m. So who is expecting that you will be receiving a call at 8 p.m., right? So I received three calls, and these three calls, all of them asked me for interview the following day. And the following day, all of them I visited, and all these three, actually, I was selected for one, and then I have a part-time of second, and then both of them I declined after getting 1 month salary. Okay, I declined. I don't like. I said I want something that will give me better opportunity here in UAE. So I experienced working in these two clinics actually. So then after that one, I worked in a hotel as a hotel nurse. This is Hilton Hotel. And then after 2 years, I work in Imar Hospitality. These are all the big companies here in UAE. So I experienced after sometimes, after 8 years, I go back to the hospital in Lifeline Hospital here in UAE until I move again. So I think I have already 5 companies. from 2006 until this time. It's my 5 companies now. So now I am in another company here in UAE. Okay, so that is for 8 years. I always spend long time with my companies. I love my companies. Yeah, basically. So, but I never really thought that I will take this NCLEX. Nothing in my mind that I will one day, will have this license USRN. That I will be, I don't know, I am really overwhelmed still with this, with the process. So, but I know everything is a plan, God's plan.
Yes, thank you po, Miss Flordelisa. And yet, your mission is not yet accomplished, no? Parang ganun. So we still have a mission. That's why you're gonna continue taking the NCLEX. And who
Mhm.
pushed you po in taking the NCLEX exam? Or is it your dream also to be a USRN?
I'm working as a head nurse here in my company. So I have my nurses, I'm handling nurses, almost 50 nurses I'm handling here. Most of my nurses, Filipino nurses, they are taking NCLEX. So
Ah,
there's already one staff, she told me, Mom, you take NCLEX. I said, okay. So she gave me some reference also. Okay, I just read this one, but I didn't take actually. I said it's too long to study. It's so long, and there's so many things that I need to study. I feel that I need to go back again. So I'm so lazy of going back. For me, I can say that I know things, but actually no, I don't know anything. So when I open the book, no, I don't know anything. So I really don't know. I said, if I am maybe still young at that time, maybe I can take it. But I underestimated, the myself of knowing the NCLEX. Then after that one, so I just kept it, the reviewer, I kept it. She gave me Saunders or everything. So I didn't even open that one. And then after that one, my nephew, he took, I think, also IPAS. Okay, so
mm,
this was recently only. Then he told me, like, Tita, please take also in NCLEX. So he is now in Kuwait. Then I said, okay, it's okay. If you are there already in US, then take me. Even if a healthcare, like
yeah.
healthcare assistant, it's okay for me. But taking NCLEX, no, I don't want to go back and study because I have already my kids and I will focus on my kids only. Then he's the second person. And then my colleague that I work with her from Philippines until here in UAE, we've been together. But she also from IPAS. So she passed recently. She's on cycle 7. Hi to Edna, if Edna is watching. Hi, Edna. Shout out to Edna from cycle 7. So she also, I just found that she took the NCLEX. She's a very silent person. So I just noticed in FB that she passed. So I asked her from where she got the review and everything. So she said from IPAS. Then she told me, why don't you take also? Then I said, do you think I can take it? I can review, I can study at this time, at this age? Yeah, she said, yeah, just take it. So then I said, okay. Then some of my friends suddenly also, they just called me. Hi to Evelyn, if Evelyn is also watching. She's already in US. And to Lenny, if she's watching in FB, hi po. And to Grace, they are all my close friends. They are the one who really motivated me. So all these people, they motivated me physically, spiritually, and of course, financially.
Oh,
Because they really helped me. They really pushed me to take the NCLEX. And it was really amazing because for that short span, very short span of motivation, then here am I now, right? So
yeah.
it's already there. It's still overwhelming. It's only last year, it happened everything last year in one span, of the motivation. If you are really motivated and it's really according to plans, God. Again, I'm telling that before taking this one, I really prayed. Even the date, everything I prayed. So if I will really tell the story, because I am also like everyone who are watching right now, even those who are first time. From the beginning, I don't know how to start. I don't know really where to start, how to start, when to start. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know NCLEX. I don't know anything. As if because this is only basic. no basic, but the basic one is already we forgotten. I really forgot it. What is the basic thing in nursing? So when they told me, when all my friends pushed me to go take NCLEX, don't worry. They told me, don't worry, we will help you. Then I said, are you sure? But because, I'm scared because I cannot, NCLEX is really very expensive, the processing. So, Edna told me, you try IPAS because IPAS, they will do all the process. And, it's very difficult. For me, I don't want headache. I don't like to do all the paperwork, all these applications and everything. And I don't know IPAS also. I really don't know IPAS. First time I've heard IPAS. Okay. I told her, can you give me the contact? Can you give me where I will contact IPAS? No, it's just in Messenger, in Facebook. I said, oh, okay. So I messaged in Messenger. And then I still don't believe, Okay, then I message and they respond immediately. IPAS is really, they respond immediately. So they responded on my message. Don't remember the name actually. Then I just inquired. And then all this inquiry, she gave me all the response. And I am the person who always, it's so makulit. I am like so makulit. So pushing and asking so many things, even though it's small things, I will ask. So I think I'm becoming like, siguro those who are replying to me, they are saying maybe, why she's always asking so many questions. Yeah, so I'm always asking questions. So when I inquire about that one, I started, I think, June. Yeah, and then they gave me all the requirements. And imagine, it's really like according to the plan of God, because on that time also I went to Philippines. So when I went to Philippines, I just saw actually the process of getting PRC, getting the school documentations. So I went to my school and everything was settled. I went for, I think, only 2 weeks or 1 week in the Philippines. So normally I'm going to Philippines like that short term, because if you spend more, it's too expensive in
Yeah.
Philippines. Really, the vacation is too expensive. But then anyway, it's so good to go home to our country. So I went and then I processed my documents in my school. And in a span of, I think, few weeks only, all documents went to New York, Bonn. So when I received that one, when they said that they received, I was so happy. Then my nephew also processed my PRC. It was so fast. Everything was so fast. Then I gave everything to IPAS. Then I said, yeah, everything is okay. So IPAS also gave me all the papers, the documents, the contract, whatever it is, and everything went well. Then here comes the eligibility. Within, I think, so July, I started to give the documents. Sorry, I think I completed by July. So I remember I started my IPAS review July 1st. So that was, I think, already mid of the cycle, mid or last term of the cycle 10. So July. Then after that one, I received my eligibility on September. So my heart started to palpitate actually. I feel like, wow, it's too fast what I will do. So it's only eligibility, but I got that palpitations already, like overwhelming. Only eligibility. Yes, true. Chai chai. It's like, you have that love dub. Like you will hear your heart, jumping, pounding and everything. So this is the feelings actually. When I received the eligibility, then I prayed when I will take the exam. Okay. And that time, my mom is not well. Just like other people who are watching right now and those who already given their hope talk, we have different stories. We have different pathway on how the process is going on. So there's a lot of different ways, or not ways, but the struggles. Don't want to say struggles, but we can say that there are ups and downs during the process. So, but that's okay. It's always, coming to my mind that you are just going to the process, but the title, it's already there with you. You have it, you claim it. The title is already there. If it is God's plan, it will come. No matter whatever circumstances that will come in our ways, that process we will go through, but the title, it will be yours. imagine you are a registered nurse in your country, wherever you are, even those who are not Filipinos, those who are other people from other countries, you have earned already your title as a registered nurse. Means say you are selected to take care of the patients, right? So you have that caring behavior or caring gift to take care of the sick people. So it's there already. You are just going to the process. So the title of USRN, Canadian RN, Australian RN, it's already there. We are just passing to the process. And in that process also, you will not say that this is always a smooth process. There's always, rough times. There is always some stones, rocks that you will be passing through maybe, but you will succeed it at the end. That's why they said, no, that the tunnel, even though it's full dark, but if you will look at the end of the tunnel, there's always light behind on that one, right? And I'm always praying. I said, Lord, you tell me when I need to take the examination. Actually, I'm talking with Ma'am Shi, with Bella. So these are all, it's so nice if you have a GC group, actually, that group chat. It's so good because you will have some people, to talk to and discuss when are you planning to get it, where you will get it, how you will take it, everything. So you can discuss it with them. So we are planning to get it on. Actually, my plan is to get it on December. Then I said, can I take it on December? So imagine I started only July. And during that time, I joined Miss Rosana's lecture. So during that time, she said that she only took the review for 1 month. Imagine, then I said, 1 month, no, I cannot take it. It's too short for me. So I want to give ample of time for my review. So after that one, I said December. Okay, let me just take December. But then I didn't apply for my ATT. So eligibility came on September. Then they are waiting. IPAS keep on asking me when you're planning to get your exam, when you will be going for your exam. Then I said, okay, let me think. Then I said, okay, December, no, not possible. February, I said, okay, February. But still, I didn't book on February. Then I said, okay, I will give my final decision on November 30. I gave my final. I said, okay, let me take it on April 8th. Yeah, so they book on April 8th. They said maybe April 8th is not available anymore because it's too short. When I think I asked on end of November for the exam date. Then they told me from IPAS, we will see because it depends upon the availability from the booking from Pearson if it is available that selected date. So I said, okay, I think it will be because if it is for me, it will be for me. So I prayed for that one. And then they told me, yeah, it's available. What time? And I have decided already. I said 12 afternoon. So that will be my exam time. And location also, I said, I will not go anywhere. Let me go back to Philippines again. So I selected Philippines and actually Trident. I never heard Trident. When they are talking about Trident, during the group chat on my first time to join, I am hearing Trident. What? Where is Trident? I thought Trident is in somewhere in USA. Trident. I am hearing really Trident. Trident is in USA. Okay. That's why I keep on asking, where is Trident? So Trident is in Philippines. So I was like, I feel like I'm so stupid, sorry for the word. I feel like I really don't know anything. So I said, okay, Trident is like that. That's why for those new joiners who are asking for all questions also, I feel them because it's the same like me before. So I think everyone who are new in this one, you will feel the same. You are lost. Even during the lecture, when I joined first time, I said, oh, they are so great. They know everything, especially those who are, they called like, keyboard warrior, the keyboard warrior. I said, they are so good. They are so intelligent. Why? I don't know anything. I feel I'm lost. I said, I think I need more time to study. So, but anyway, I keep on studying. The secret is keep studying, keep learning every day. Read your whatever resources that you have, read it and analyze it. Whatever the instructors told to us, everyone who advised us, right? So we need to analyze, and this is only a matter of critical thinking. And I keep on telling, I think I don't have critical thinking. I keep telling, I think I don't have critical thinking. Do I have? So I keep on telling that one, but then no. No, you don't need to put yourselves down. Study well and pray to God. Always pray to God.
I'm very happy with your achievements, Miss Flordelisa. Even though you are already a head nurse there in UAE, you stayed updated, no, on the latest evidence-based practices and clinical guidelines in nursing, not only to your country but more over to USA. And somehow you able to engage po in lifelong learning through continuing your education opportunities and professional development activities. Because for us, no, it's enough for us to work as a staff nurse in different countries. But having you as our guest, we learn something and in a way that we can be a head nurse in different countries. And somehow you are able to recognize po, no, that passing the NCLEX is just the beginning of your career long journey of learning and growth. As you mentioned, age is just a number. And
Opo.
age doesn't really determine success in passing the NCLEX because it will really depends on your knowledge, your preparation, and your test taking abilities. However, for someone who might be considering themselves old age, I really don't consider it personally because every nurses really deserves a license. It's already with you. Like what you said earlier, Miss Flordelisa, we have our license already. It's just a matter of preparation. For our classmates who has the same situation as Miss Flordelisa, how does your age po impact your ability to absorb and retain information compared to your previous study strategies?
Actually, that is a very challenging situation because for me, my memory is still sharp. I will not say that it's not sharp, but one thing is I always forget. See, it's not it's sharp, but how can I forget? Which is true. Whatever you study right now, and what I'm doing is after learning, whatever I've learned from from the instructors, from our teachers, from the lectures that we receive regularly, no. So what I am doing is I'm also sharing it. I'm teaching my staff. I am really teaching my nurses, especially hand washing, especially small things so that it will retain on me to gauge my understanding, to gauge my knowledge. And before facing my staff, I also study again. So I study, I listen to the lecture. Then after that one, I will again read whatever I want to teach to my staff. I will prepare for myself so that, when they ask me question, I will not be like, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But always I am telling, every time I'm listening, I know that I understand everything, but I forget afterwards. I really forget. And that is normal. Classmates, that is normal. When you are learning something, just like what Sergey told, right? This is already given by Sergey, our lecturer. So he said, the retention of our whatever lectures that we learn from them, it will retain within 24 to 48 hours. Afterwards, you will forget it. But keep on repeating. So they said the success is from repeating, always repeat. So how many cycles I attended? Seriously, I attended how many cycles? I don't know, but I don't attend fully with all those lectures. I am also the person like, sometimes I will attend, sometimes no. Sometimes I will repeat. Actually, for Miss Hayasin, because that is too early, that is around 5 or 4 a.m. I think here. So I am unable to attend for all her lectures. So, but I keep on repeating that one. But when you repeat the video, it's different from the live. So video, when I repeat, there's a tendency that I will sleep. I fall asleep. So even sometimes when I'm attending the live lecture, I fall asleep also, just like others. And I think that is normal. So if you're sleepy, go on, you sleep. Because the way I studied actually is like, I don't force myself. If I'm sleepy, I will sleep. And most of the time, I'm so sleepy. I'm always so sleepy. So I will sleep. But I spend 4 hours every day for my study, 4 hours every day, and then at least 2 hours in the night, because I cannot like once I reach home, I need to prepare. Of course, I have another chores to do, like for my children. Of course, I don't want to neglect. I don't want that my husband will tell me, and hi to my husband if he's watching. Hi. So I don't want to neglect also my responsibility as a mother, of course. So just like others, I am doing like as a student during the daytime, I have a position that I need to take care also my responsibility on my job, and I have also responsibility for my children as a mother, as a as a mother, as a wife. So all this I need to put within 24 hours. So it's really difficult. So I can feel those who are having the same situation, really. And I have 4 kids, imagine. 4 kids, you need to prepare the foods for them. You need to send them to school, pick them up, then teaching them. So sometimes I'm just telling to my children. And I am also, what I'm doing is I show to my kids that I am studying so that they will also study, because kids nowadays, they are more on gadgets, right? So I think everyone experienced that one, that the children now, they are more on gadgets. So what I'm doing, I'm showing to them, see, I'm studying. And one of my opponent, not opponent, like someone who is always opposing me in my family, is my third boy, my son. He's telling me, Mommy, you will not pass because the way you study, you don't even understand. you know, she is really one of my critics, really. He criticized me as if, because when I'm studying, they will also see how I'm studying. And sometimes they will read what is the book, what is on my book, what is I'm doing. And they said, you're studying this, and we are studying this one also. They are in high school only. He really criticized me for, Mommy, no, 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 that is not the way you should answer it. Okay. So they are the one who is supporting me so much. And my second boy, one time he saw me, I'm studying and I'm falling asleep. I'm like, my head is like, putting down because I'm so sleepy. And then he told me, Mommy, you close your computer. Whatever you're studying now, it will not come to your mind. It will not come to your brain because you're sleepy. Go on, sleep. Why are you, don't study, don't force yourself to study if you're so sleepy. Okay? So I'm doing that one. I'm following it. And the same thing, I'm advising whoever is watching, like all my classmates. So if you feel that you are sleepy, go sleep. It's okay to take rest, because when you're rested, your brain will be refreshed again, and then you will have again space in your brain to absorb whatever the lecture or the topic that you are listening. But don't just fall asleep. Don't be slumber the whole 24 hours. Have sometimes eat. It should be always balanced, eat, study, exercise. I'm telling you, exercise is one of the best one, so that the blood circulation will be flowing to your brain if you are exercising as well. So for me, if I'm so tired, if really I'm so down, I'll go, because beach is very close to me, very close to us, I mean, to my home. So I go to the beach and I just go to for swimming. This is my regular anti-stressors, I can say. If I'm so stressed, if I'm tired or I want something, I need to go down to the water. Okay, then swimming is my relaxation technique. It relaxes me a lot. Yeah. And my kids knows that one. So if they see me that I'm so tired, they will tell me, Mommy, I think your water is waiting for you, or the sea is waiting for you. Go, okay, to relax you. Yeah.
So
So
supportive.
it should be balanced. You study, you eat on time, you sleep, and you exercise. So these are all the 4 components to you can absorb everything properly. And of course, don't forget to pray always. Pray, have meditation, talk to God. Later on, I will give you some verses, a lot of verses, but always talk to God. Always let your plan in line to God's plan. Because even if we want, if it is not the perfect time, we all know this one, because so many people, those who pass already, they testify that in the perfect time, God will give it to you. So always pray that this one will be always in line to God's plan. Because without God, we cannot do anything. Seriously.
Amen.
It's only God that will, make things able, all things will be possible.
Thank you, Miss Flor de Lisa. Most especially, for those students who are still in the beginning stage of their review, like what Miss Flor de Lisa have experienced. She questioned herself if she can really pass the NCLEX, right? So there are so many questions that we're gonna ask from ourselves. So like, will my prior life or work experience be beneficial in a way during the exam? So how can I leverage it effectively? Or how can I adapt my study techniques to accommodate any potential differences in learning ability or your stamina? Could you share more with that, Miss Floridelisa?
Actually, there are times also that I am thinking, do I need to really go for these examinations? There are times that really I want to back out, I don't want anymore. But then because most of, my friends, they I don't know, and the motivations of many also. So they told me, no, no, you can make it, you can make it. I said, because it's so difficult. It's really difficult, especially the beginning, especially on my first, like, I think 3 months. I think 3 months is too long already, I can say. So it's so difficult to cope up. And then I'm busy at work, sometimes I have a meeting. That's why many times I'm unable to attend for the live lecture. Sometimes I am there, my computer is open, but I am not there physically. I'm not listening. Sometimes there's so many issues I need to face. I need to check meetings here and there, and then a lot of obligations, of course. Our priority is our work, of course. So, but I make sure that in one day, I need to give time for my study. So even if it is only one topic, and my style, actually, my technique is I don't go to the next topic if I don't understand it. And you know what is the difficulties for me is the SIAD and DI. SIAD and DI is really difficult for me. And even on the day of my examinations, it's like I need to go back. What is SIAD? Why I keep on forgetting what is SIAD, what is DI? I keep forgetting. And by the way, I want to tell you, hi, Ma'am Deo. Ma'am Deo is like one of my, in group chat. She's the one who is always, we're always talking because our exam is only a week after her examination. My exam is after a week only of her examination, and we
Ah,
both are like talking. So it's so nice that I said earlier, if you have somebody that you can talk to, during your study. I want to share only what happened during my examination time. I think the last 2 weeks of my examination. As I said earlier, no, there was a time that I really want to withdraw. I don't want to take the examinations anymore. So I really don't like anymore. Then I said, okay, anyway, it's here already. Everything is paid. And I need to go through on that one. I need to finish it. So don't stop the race, okay? Keep on going, keep on going. Fight, fight, fight. Sabi nga nila, fight, fight, fight. Laban, laban lang. Okay, so go on. Because you already started. So there's no more, you don't need to say that you need to retreat. You don't need to go back. You don't need to say stop. No. Once you started, go on. Continue that one. The battle is there. You need to finish the battle. So during my first 2 weeks before the examination. Starting of January, I'm already on the struggling situation because my brother was sick and I shared it with the team. So he was hospitalized. So I need to go back to Philippines and visited him. And after end of January, my brother passed away. Okay, so that is the struggle. And my brother is the one who is taking care of my mom, who is also not well. So the struggle is there. It's so difficult. The situation is so difficult. Then I said, Lord, how will I make it? Okay, so my examination is so near. So I have only like a few months, but I cannot concentrate because of the situations that I encountered in the family. Okay, so brother passed away. I need to go back again. So 3 times I went to Philippines for this year. So January, then February, and then April for my examination. Then on 2 weeks of my examination, what happened is I've got severe back pain. And I am going for my leave already. But before my leave, I've got severe back pain. I said, how can I study? How can I join my review, my trending topic? I cannot even get up from my bed because I have really severe back pain. I cannot walk. I am like, I don't know what happened to me. But I think these are all the signs of, stress. So I've got spasm at my back. Then it was resolved. So I went to Philippines. I had my flight. On my flight also, although everything is okay, but even the booking of even the hotel where I stayed. So I didn't stay in One Pacific because One Pacific is full. I said, where I will stay? Okay, then I will go to my home. Anyway, it's from Quezon City to Makati. But I said, I don't want. Then suddenly somebody, I remember someone from my church mate that they have a condominium. So they let me to stay there. Although you need to pay for that one. It's, it's a paid one. But they gave me in a very small amount. So I stayed there in the condominium, and then after that one, I went already to the hotel. And it's always, you need to remember always this one. They always advise us that one day before your examination, you need to see the location, right? You need to go and see the location of your examination, place of your examination, so that you will not lost. And I said, okay, anyway, as per the Google map, it's only 9 minutes. So I will leave by 10:30 so that by 11, I'll be there. Imagine there's no cab, there's no taxi, there is no. And I said, it's so late. I'm very late already. One day before, I got a finger cut. I cut my finger, and then I said, what's this? What's happening to me? I feel I'm so stressed. And I think this is the normal one. Then I went down, there's no cab, there's no taxi, and I'm so late. I said, I'm so late, Lord, what I will do? Then again, from my back, I can hear that, I am hearing that you're just going to the process. It's already there. You have already your license with you. Okay, so nothing to worry. So, okay. So 11:06, I reached the Trident. I was so late, really late. So I went there, and then, during the examination, I think it started already. I feel my heart is again, pounding, like this one, pounding. Then I said, Lord, help me, give me the wisdom, give me the knowledge, the wisdom, because I cannot make it without you. I really cannot make it. So during the questions, when they gave me the questions, I said, what is these questions? I feel like the questions is so easy. This is not, the questions that they are giving, this is real. I'm not boasting for myself. I'm really not boasting for myself. But the questions that I can see, it was so easy. I said, this is, it's not, it's really far beyond what I am thinking about NCLEX. And the way we studied, that's why I said the QBank of IPAS is more difficult than the real NCLEX. So I said, it's so easy. Okay. So from, I think, until 60, it's okay. I'm just answering it. Then when I look on my screen on the right corner, I saw it's already 60 points only. Then I didn't read anymore because I said, why the time is so fast? I can see that I think 1 hour left for me. That is what I saw. 1 hour left. So I started to read once and then answer. Read once, answer. Read. I don't analyze anymore. From 60 to 70, I think I didn't read at all properly. I didn't even analyze the question. So read, answer, read, answer, read, answer. Because I'm panicking. My mind, I will finish at 1:50. I will finish at 1:50. Then I keep on answering because I don't have time anymore. I saw 1 hour. Then after 70, I analyze. I started to analyze the questions. Until 80, I analyzed it slowly. Then after that one, suddenly my computer shut down. When the computer shut down, I said, 80, 84. Oh my, I said, I made a mistake. This is immediately, I regret immediately, I know I didn't analyze. What I said, the NCSBN, I said, is not satisfied with me. This is the thing that comes to my mind. It's not satisfied because I didn't read from 60 to 70. I answered one. I read once and then answer. Read once, answer. Read once. I didn't even analyze. I said, yeah. So the computer didn't satisfied for all my questions. So the doubt is there already. I regretted. I said, no, I don't know what to say, but the questions is really easy. I can't imagine. I said, it's so easy, but why I am so really, again, I will give that word sorry to the listeners. Why I'm so stupid? Why? I said, Lord, forgive me because I didn't even spend time to analyze the questions. But anyway, I give everything to you. Whatever it is, Lord, I give it to you. So I said, okay. Then I went down from the center. And I just look back, I'm just asking, where is my hotel? Where is my hotel? I didn't think of anything. I didn't even remember what is the question. So I just went down. Then when I went down, I asked, where's my hotel? It's only 2 blocks away. Imagine 2 blocks away where I struggled during the cab because I was so late. I struggled. I can walk. I imagine I can walk, but because I didn't see the vicinity, the area, I didn't go and check. So I panic. That is all the things that, comes together. So be ready, always look. I just walk. I said, Okay, it's so near. The area, the examination place, and to my residence is so close, 2 blocks. Imagine. But anyway, then I'm so happy that after 3 days, IPAS sent me a message. I really don't want to open it. I told to my sister, can you open? Can you read for me? But I still read it.
Oh,
When I see congratulations, I said, oh Lord, thank you so much. I really said, oh Lord, thank you so much. You gave it to me. And so I'm so thankful. Really, I'm so thankful to God for everything. Hi, Sir Ryan. I
we are
always
also
remember
thankful for
Sir
your achievement po, Miss Flor de Lisa.
Yeah.
And we have Sir Ryan. Yes. Good
Sir
evening.
Ryan, I always remember, I always say, Sir Ryan, shout on me. And the thank, 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 thank. And, everything. Oh my, no, but really, I'm so proud with IPAS and all the lecturers. They really help. And this is what I am telling also to my colleagues. Like whatever the examples, the drills really is very helpful. Although I regretted also that during the drills, I'm not answering before the questions, but all the drills are really helpful, all the drills, because it will give you the knowledge, it will give you how you will target, how you will analyze the questions. So only after the exams you will realize, okay, yeah, they are correct, yes. But this is really, it's so good, the feeling until now I am overwhelming. And thank you for all our lecturers, to Sir Jay, to especially Miss San. On the last moment, I go back to her video. I learn about all the songs. This is very effective. All the songs of Miss San, very effective. And then to Sir Ryan, that doffing, I always remember from hand down. So everything, I am just remembering it. This is the same thing I am always advising. Like, always remember whatever the video, the lectures that we have from IPAS is really so good. And I'm so proud to say that, I use only IPAS. They told me to use UWorld. Even my nephew told me, don't use any go to buy UWorld. I said, I don't have any money to buy that one. I don't have. If you can buy for me, it's okay. If someone will sponsor me the UWorld, it's okay. But God is really so good. God is really so good. So even I told to Miss Katrina on the last moment, she reads me out. And I told her, Ma'am Katrina, why my score is always 60? I'm so disappointed when I saw my grades. Needs improvement, needs improvement. And then Miss Katrina said, don't look on that one. Don't look. I know you are ready. I know that you have already. You are prepared for that one. So don't look on your scores. I finished all the questionnaires of IPAS. I think every questionnaires in IPAS, I take it. And I have a lot of questions. I sent email. Why this is wrong? Why this is wrong? Miss, who is this one? I forgot her name already. So she told me, okay, send me that email. What is the correction? Because I can see there's some errors in the questions or sometimes redundant. So I'm telling them, sir, why this is, and I even message Sir Jay. So I'm so makulit talaga. I'm so makulit. I keep sending email and asking why. So, but that is okay, that is okay, because that is one thing you will learn. If you have questions, you just ask, because that is the way you will learn actually. If you will just keep silent, you will not learn. But when you ask questions, then there's a time you will learn. So I'm so thankful. IPAS is enough. IPAS, all the reviewers is enough. I use Saunders also. My friend gave me a Saunders, IPAS and Saunders. So I just read the book of Saunders. But both, you don't need other things. IPAS is enough, really. Everything, all the questionnaires in IPAS. So I'm so proud to say that one. Pure IPAS. It's really, it's enough.
Thank you so much, Miss Flor de Lisa. And I can testify to that. I myself utilize IPAS online review and the UWorld. Both of them I utilize for my NCLEX exam. Same goes with you po, no? And I'm really happy with your success on this NCLEX. And it's so much pride po talaga, no? Being, working as a head nurse in UAE, yet you are still able to continue your dream to become an USRN. And any message po with Sir Ryan?
Sir Ryan, before you give a message, one more shout out pa ako ha. Shout out pa ako. Hi Catherine, to Catherine, totoo, yung mga staff ko, and Ma'am Deo, yung Sisi, yung Banana, si Edna. Hi Edna, kasi parang late yata sila nag-join. So Edna, hi, thank you so much. Lenny, Elia, shout out, Yuki, RN, si Justin, by the way. All the teams of IPAS, the family, the IPAS family, they are very supportive. So RN gave me a lot of review, materials, but I didn't have time to, you cannot put everything, eh. Really, you cannot put everything. So you will have a lot of review materials, but you cannot put everything in your brain. So whatever can absorb it only. But IPAS will be enough. So hi Sir Peter, RM, MedSurge, thank you so much. Yuki, sino pa ba? So many. Yeah. So Lenny, kay Edna, kay Evelyn Daulat, Ibia, kay Ivan, you study. So Ivan is one of, I refer also Ivan to IPAS. So siya, mag-aral kayo mabuti. You study very well mga anak. Of course, to my Grace, thank you so much for the support. Really, thank you. And sa kaila Sir Jay, thank you Ma'am Osang, kay Ma'am Pau. Sir Ryan, thank you so much sa iyo. Thank you, really. Thank. Kahit na umaabot tayo minsan ng past 12, oh my. Past 12. I said, past 12 na naman tayo. Actually, past 12 sa Pilipinas is past 8 p.m. dito sa UAE. So, umaabot kami. Ma'am Fidelia, if you're here, Ma'am Fidelia, yan. Thank you so much. Thank you sa mga Tsaka kay Sir Melvin, yung unang napasa na rin. Thank you, Sir Melvin. Kasi yung last, tira niya ng Archer, he pass it to me for free. Thank you so much. Kaya mga guys, lahat ng mga review, niyo lang, sharing lang. Sharing really is the best, good yan, tayo, as an IPAS family. Really, I'm so thankful sa IPAS family. And I think IPAS is really, best. Yeah. Thank you, IPAS. Thank you, Sir Jan.
Before anything else, Ma'am Flor de Lisa, shout out to you, USRN now. Okay, congratulations from the bottom of my heart. But of course, guys, I attended one seminar. Sometimes they say that one of the languages of love is gratitude. So if you're grateful to everyone, you will also be successful in your life. Thank you, Ma'am Flor de Lisa, and God bless you in your next journey.
Ma'am Deo, hi also. Thank you, Ma'am Deo. Thank you.
And with that, Ms. Flor de Lisa, we would like to present to you your IPAS certificate. This certificate is proudly presented to Flor de Lisa Ulep for successfully passing the NCLEX RN examination. This serves as a proof that the successful candidate indicated in this certificate is a safe nurse based on the USA Standards of Nursing Practice, signed by Sir J. Padong and Sir Mark Zaspa. Congratulations, Ms. Flor de Lisa.
Thank you po, thank you. And I want to see, I prepare po yung 3 verses, no? I want to share the verses from the Bible. So read niyo po yung Jeremiah 33:3. It says, "Call unto me, and he will answer and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not." That is from the King James. So if you call upon God, he will answer you. And then sa James 1:5, I want to leave this verse also. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. And sa Proverbs 8:10 po, so the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run to it and are safe. So yun po yung 3 verse na napakaganda po. If we will pray to God, we will ask for the wisdom, because it's not our wisdom. Let God work on us. Pray everything, you lay down everything to God. Put God first always in everything, and let God finish all the job for you. And of course, do your study also, because He cannot just put everything to you if you will not study. So yun po, and I'm so thankful. Thank you, and praise God. Shalom.
Thank you so much, Ms. Flor de Lisa.
IPAS processing made easy for you. IPAS processing is best for